Hey guys, it's Melissa. Just a few things to share with you. I've been wanting to get this video up of my Black Friday deals. Yes, me and my crazy sister and my crazy husband and her crazy boyfriend and their friend, Jane. We went out on Black Friday, and me and my husband and I went out in the years past, but we really had something that we wanted to get. But every year on Thanksgiving we go and we eat at my mom's, and then my husband, he went and got the paper for me, which is great. That has all the circulars in it. So after dinner we're all looking at the circulars like, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. But this year there really wasn't a whole lot of things that I wanted to get. I've been wanting to get a new camera because I had just a basic camera before, and I'm really having trouble with it. Plus, it's at its life expectancy. I probably had this one for about 3 years, and it's just one of those, I don't know what brand it was, Sony maybe. But after about 3 years, that seems about how it goes, and I put my cameras to use with the scrapbooking, you guys know. So I've been looking to get a new camera, and I've been looking at these fancier ones. And I didn't want to get anything too crazy because, number one, I'm not that tech savvy, and two, I want to learn on something that's not, so high up there in price. And my sister is in photography class, and she got this really fancy camera, but I know it was up there, like over $500 up there. So I didn't want something quite that expensive, but I was looking in the ads, and they had this at Target, and it's a Coolpix a Nikon L105, and they had this on sale for, I think it was like save $100 or something, for $99. So my older sister and I, well, my older sister didn't come with us, and she's like, get me one, and then that could be my Christmas present for Mom and Dad for Christmas. And I was like, we'll see, because we're mad at her, because why are you you're not standing out in the lines and doing all this. So I just want to tell you a quick story. So we went to Target. We drove there, and it was around 11 o'clock, and they opened at midnight. And the line at our Target, there's a BJ's that's like quite a ways down from the Target, but next to it, but it's in this long strip. The line was way past the entrance of BJ's and starting at Target, and there's police officers there. And this was only 11 o'clock, so it was still an hour ahead, and more people were piling in and piling in and piling in. So we all looked at each other and we're like, there's no way. And they're like, I guess we're not getting a camera this year. So then we made an agreement. We're all sitting in the car, and then we made my little sister go out and ask there was like, I guess, Target attendants with lights, and they were handing out Nutrigrain bars. So we made my little sister, I make her do everything. So I made my little sister, I was like, go out and ask them how they're doing it. Like, are they letting a bunch of people in or limiting it? And because like one time me and my husband were at Walmart, and they hand out tickets. So like if there's certain things and you're there before, so if you don't have a ticket, you're kind of asked out, excuse my language. But if you're kind of stuck if you don't get a ticket and you don't get your item or whatever it was. Although this one year, my husband and I, this is when our daughter was first born, we waited out at, I think it was Walmart, because they had a Cricut Expression that's soon closer to when they first came out. And it was like for $1.99, which at that time was like unheard of. And I ended up getting it for $1.75, I think. But we waited in this line for like hours, and it was wrapped around Target. I mean, not Target, this was at Walmart. And we waited, we were freezing, but we entertained each other. It was just me and my husband, and he was making me laugh like he always does. So we're standing out there and waiting, seeing all these people come. People are getting in fights, you see it all. And you wonder where these people are coming from, half of them. Some of them were very nice, but some of these people I was like afraid to think that they're living amongst us. That's not nice, but it's the truth. So anyway, we finally get let in. I got my, Cricut, and he got, I think, a Blu-ray player at the time. And then the part that stunk was, afterwards, later, he realized it was the wrong Blu-ray player, or it wasn't working right with her, because he's got a big screen. It just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't what he expected. So maybe about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I said, oh, it's probably calmed down. He's like, let's go take this back and see if we can find a better one. So I went to take it back, and don't you know, I saw tons of Cricut Expressions and tons of the Blu-ray player that he got still at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sale was still on at that time. So we could avoid all that, slept in, and just came later, and there was plenty. But the thing is, you never know, and it was the fun of it. So my husband and I got a laugh out of it. But yeah, so that was our 1 year. But this year we didn't really have much to get. So anyway, we saw these cameras at Target, and I waited, and there was a bunch there, but the line was crazy. It took you on the zigzag all the way up through the registers. It was ridiculous. But then later, for my sister to only tell me, did you know you could get these online for the same price, the Black Friday price, and free shipping? But I'm like, thanks for telling. This is the same sister that tells me, get me one while we're out there. And, you know, of course we were nice and got her one. But I'm like, you could have told us that then. But anyway, so after my sister, they talked us into going to the mall, and the mall was crazy after we saw how long the line at Target was, and we were about to give up. But then after we went to the mall, and I was like, I couldn't even have the people that close to me. Like, people were like, acting like you weren't even there. So I had enough. I was like, let's get out of here. So then I was like, let's just drive by past Target again, because at this point it was probably 12:15. So I thought maybe some of the crowd will go. We went back. The line was still pretty long, but it looked like it was moving. So I said to my husband, I said, I'm going to try for her, because it was my sister too, not just me, for the camera. So I got in the line, and it ended up moving. I got to the front really fast, weaseled my way to the back, you know, got where the electronic was. I'm like zigging through aisles because it was so crowded. And then, only to get to the electronics part, and the guy to go, oh, they're back by the, what is that, photography department. He's like, so they're holding them all back there. So then I did it again. I'm zigzagging through all these things, you know, trying to avoid people and going through, like, the grocery aisles to get there faster. Only for her to say, oh, why does he tell him to stop sending people back here? They're not back here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, she's like, they're in electronics. So back to electronics I went. Find that guy. I said, you told me to go over here. He's like, oh, they're here on this end cap. And there was plenty of them at that time. But people were grabbing them as I was there. So I got 3 of them. I got one for I picked up one for my sister, and then I got one for me, and then I got another one, and I might put it up on eBay if I don't know somebody that wants to get it, and hopefully make a little money for it to put towards mine that I got. But, yeah, I've been playing with it for a little bit. She can't play with hers because hers is her Christmas gift from my mom and dad. But, it's a lot better than the one I had. So, you know, it's not one of the fanciest Nikon ones, but I'm really happy with it. And it took a really clear picture, and I can't wait to play with it and learn it more. So I'll definitely have to do that. I just wanted to share my Black Friday buy. So this is really it. I got this, and then this isn't really scrapbook related. I'm going to cover you. And then I got this new little, this little dirt devil for my room up here. I got that because my room's upstairs, as I said before, and there's always paper scraps on the floor, and I'm dragging my vacuum from downstairs, which is kind of heavy, up the steps every time I need to vacuum it. So I thought maybe for Christmas I'll ask for, but of course I saw it cheap enough and I just bought it. But it was only $25 on Doorbuster. I think it's only regularly $39.99, but it's perfect for up here for just my paper scraps, because my daughter can cut some paper scraps and make it like it's snowing all over the floor, because there's tons of stuff down there. So that was my other bargain. So I guess it is kind of craft related if I'm using it for my craft room. So there's my little vacuum that I'll get up my scraps for, because you see this carpet here. This is carpet was here when we bought the house, but this is the only carpet we didn't replace, because this one was in decent condition, and it was just for my craft room, and it actually works out good. So, but as you can see, it's black with some type of design on it, and every little paper scrap shows up. So that was my vacuum. So those were my Black Friday deals. So thank you guys for watching. And I saw some of you got the craft ones. I didn't get to the craft stores, but I go there enough every day. So just wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to be posting more haul videos soon. Bye guys.